All right, if we talk about volume, volume equals size. So that's kind of our idea. Volume equals size. We use milliliters for volume, so the unit is going to be milliliters or liters for volume. So these are kind of our two main ones. All right, so if we talk about high volume versus low volume, we're going to go and switch this around. This is going to be low volume, um, or actually, no, okay. So this is high volume. This is low volume. We're going to switch these two. So this is our large soda versus the child soda. So here's the idea with this. Volume's the size. So if we have a large soda, we'd have something that's a really big soda. So this might be like 64 ounces. So this is like your big gulp or whatever, which isn't that big, but child soda is like the little teeny one. We'd say this is a 12-ounce soda. So this is the size of the container. How much space does it take up? Weather balloon versus a party balloon. So if you imagine a little person here, a weather balloon would be a large balloon that has kind of the string here, and this is filled with the gas. We imagine a party balloon. This is the person that's holding the balloon, and we have a balloon like this. So large volume, small volume, large volume, small volume. If we talk about a syringe, so a syringe is going to be what needles are attached to. So if you think about something like that, we can look at the space in between. So a relaxed syringe, we could say that the plunger's out here. So we have something that goes like this. A compressed syringe, so we have all the space inside. A compressed syringe, we have only a little bit of space. So this would be something that looks like that. So large volume, small volume, large volume, small volume, large volume, small volume. All right, Boyle's law. Boyle's law, we're going to use this equation, P1V1. There's examples that are worked out, so let's go ahead and take a look at these. All right, practice problem 1. So we're going to use Boyle's law. So Boyle's law is P1, V1, P2, V2. So let's look through the problems. Volume is V, pressure is P. Volume is V, pressure is P. So we have two of these. This is the initial at this, new at this. So we're going to say that the starting one is 1, the final one is 2. So we're going to plug in P1, V1, P2, V2. So here we have our initial volume of 4.0 liters, our standard pressure of 1.0 atm. Our new pressure is going to be 25 atm, and our volume is going to be not what we don't know. So we look at our equation, P1V1 equals P2V2. We want to find V2. We're going to get this by itself. So we're going to move this to the other side. So we're going to divide both sides by P2. So this cancels. So this goes away. Now we get V2 equals P1V1 over P2. And then we can just plug in. V2 is our pressure 1 times the volume 1, 4, over the pressure 2, 25. So when we multiply this out, we're going to get 4 divided by 25. So we'll get 0.16 atmosphere. And then we see if this makes sense. When the pressure went up a lot, the volume went down by a lot. And this is looking for volume, so our units for volume are going to be in liters, L for liters. So our answer here, the V2 is going to be equal to 16 liters. Or actually, we'll leave it at the end. All right, let's look at the next one. Here we have our next one. We have milliliters and atmosphere. So milliliters, atmosphere, milliliters. So remember, milliliters is volume. So volume, pressure, pressure, they're asking for volume. So volume, pressure, pressure, volume. This is the starting one, V1, P1. This is the final one, V2, P2. So new volume means final one, starting volume, starting pressure. So here we have volume 1 of 5.0 milliliters. We have a pressure 1 of 3.0 atmosphere. We have a volume 2 of unknown. We don't know what the new volume is. Pressure 2 is 2.8 atmosphere. So we're just plugging into our equation. P1 V1 equals P2 V2. We want to solve for V2. So we're going to divide both sides by our pressure. So P2 is going to cross out. So this goes away. So we'll get V2 is our P1 times V1. So P1 times V1, 3 times 5 divided by P2. So if we do this, 15 divided by 2.8, we're going to get something a little bit bigger than 5. So 5.36 units. Volume is milliliters. So ml. That's it.